Rise if you are able. 8. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bidvaro ma'ariv aravim, bechokma poteach she'arim, uvitvuna meshane itim, umahalif et hazmanim, umsader et hakochavim, b'mishmeroteim barakia kirtsono, borei yom v'layla, golel or mipnei choshech, v'choshech mipnei or, uma'ariv Yom Mevi Laila, Sader Ben Yom Uvein Laila, Adonai Tsevaot Shemo, El Chai V'Kayam, Tamid Yimloch Alenu Le'olam Va'ed, Baruch Atah Adonai Hama'ariv Aravim.
One voice against the world. One community linked together like stars forming constellations in the sky. One journey, 1,000 journeys. 1,000,000 journeys taken from the beginning of time, each different than the one that came before it. One nation, a Jewish nation, building a foundation with self-determination to grow stronger. Stronger than we were the day before and stronger than our ancestors in the desert could have ever imagined. We are a blank canvas and each journey is a colorful marker. As each take our journey, we create pictures, beautiful lines connecting us, one by one, day by day. Pictures that will show us the world. Pictures our grandchildren will one day look at and ask stories about. And we will tell them. We will tell them how we aced that math test, won a track meet, won the science fair. We will also tell them about the hardships we faced, how we failed our chemistry final, wept as a loved one passed away, lost our favorite necklace, or even lost a best friend. These colored lines of our journey stretch across thousands of miles, each sharing different stories. Stories that cause others to show the love and care they are and they're bound to share because life is not fair, and each of us need someone there to guide us, someone to show good from evil and right from wrong, someone to take us by the hand and squeeze tight just to show everything will be all right, someone who will take our hand and go on our journey with us, because everybody needs somebody, someone to laugh with, someone to cry with, and share every moment with. Every journey comes with memories and moments that last forever. Moments created with the Jewish community that we will keep for a lifetime. Moments mapped out on a once blank canvas that has magically turned to color, showing all of the different journeys that each took no matter where we were. The colors keep on the building because the journeys never end. We go on day by day, creating new memories and new experiences. Yes, we are one. We are one community, one voice, one people, but we are also infinite.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. 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 Baruch Shem Kevod Mahuto, Le'olam Vaed. Baruch Shem Kevod Mahuto, Le'olam Vaed. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad.
V'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavcha u'b'chol nafshecha u'b'chol me'odecha. V'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anohi mitzavecha hayom al levavecha. V'shinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam v'shivtecha b'veitecha Uvlekteha vaderek, Ushokbeha, Uvkumeha, Ukshartam leot al yadeha, Vehayula tetafot beineneha, Uktavtam, al mezuzot beiteha, Uvi shareha, Leman tiskeru, Vasitem et kol mitzvotai, Vitim kedashim lelohehem. Ani Adonai Elohim, Asher Hotzeti Etem, Meretz Mitzrayim, Liot Lehem Elohim, Ani Adonai Elohim. Please be seated.
In community lies strength of numbers to support the sick and the weak. In community, somebody hears me with louder voices to speak. In community lies public purpose to shield from the harshness of life, to offer and receive common friendship, to protect from the gun and the knife. We teach each other about science and art and sport. From this we gain our vitality, and through this our sickness is fought. In community, others surround us, their dreams, their love, and their faces. Encourage our hearts to prosper, our minds to accept other places. In community, disaster may come, but grief shared and faith in our all makes death's pall linger less strongly, our tears with others can fall. In community lies man's ambition, without makes larger our fears. Together we make sense of being and bring joys and length to our years.
Do.
On your right side and your left, above you and below you, may they keep you safe from harm, away from all evil. May they stay with you through the night, until you see the morning, until you see the morning light. Hashkimeinu Adonai Eloheinu Leshalom V'hamideinu Shomreinu L'chaim. Hashkimeinu Adonai Eloheinu Leshalom V'hamideinu Shomreinu L'chaim.
We celebrate the joy of Shabbat with the words of Vishamru, page 44.
Sheshet Yamim Asa Adonai et Hashamayim ve'et haaretz ve'shamru b'nei Yisrael et haShabbat la'asot et haShabbat lezorot ha'berit olam u'vayom hashvi Shabbat vayinafash Shabbat vayinafash, Shabbat vayinafash. Veshamru b'nei Yisrael et haShabbat, la'asot et haShabbat, לדורות הבאים לעולם. Veshamru
A reading from the Amshinova Rabbi. To do evil to another human being is worse than to do evil toward God. The person you hurt may leave and go to a place you do not know or are incapable of reaching. Therefore, you will not have the opportunity to ask to be forgiven for what you had done. God, however, so completely surrounds us with God's presence that it is always possible to find him if you are truly seeking.
We turn to page 46 for the Tefillah. Please rise if you are able. Adonai sefatai tiftach ufi agi tehilatecha. Adonai sefatai tiftach ufi agi tehilatecha. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu Velohei Avotenu ve'imotenu Elohei Avraham Elohei Yitzchak Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah Elohei Rivka Elohei Rachel Velohei Leah Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor ve'hanora El Elyon Gomel Hasadim Tovim Vekonei Hakol, Vezocher Chastei Avot Bimahot, Umevi Gula Livnei V'nechem, Leman Shemo Be'achava, Melech Ozer Umoshia Umagin, Baruch Atah Adonai, Magin Avraham Ve'ezrat Sarah, Atah Gibor Leolam Adonai, Mechaye Hakol Atarav Leoshia, Morid Hatal, Mechokel Hayim Bechesed, Mechaye Hakol Berachamim Rami, Somech Noflim Verofei Holim, Umatir Asurim, Umekayem Emunato, Lishenei Yafa, Nichamocha Ba'al Givorot, Umi Domela, Melech Mimit, Umechaye, Umatzmiach Yeshua, Bene'eman Ata Lechachiot HaKol, Baruch Atah Adonai, Mechaye HaKol, Atah Kadosh V'Shimcha Kadosh, Ukdoshim B'chol Yom, Yehalu L'Selah, Baruch Atah Adonai Ha'el HaKadosh. Please be seated.
It is no accident that the Jewish people call themselves Am Yisrael, the people of Israel, rather than Dat Yisrael, or the religion of Israel. A sense of peoplehood has long been the defining characteristic of the Jews. Accordingly, the central experience of Jewish history, the only event that demands an annual retelling, is the Exodus from Egypt. Though wrapped up in an encounter with divinity, the Exodus was primarily an experience of national liberation rather than a moment of religious awakening. On the everyday level, this focus on peoplehood is translated into an emphasis on the community as the primary organizing structure of Jewish life. Wherever Jews have lived, they have built synagogues, established communal organizations, and created systems of communal governance.
Shalom Rav is on page 60. We take a moment now for our own silent prayer.
Say shalom, say shalom, May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. Oh, say shalom. In Roma. Oh, say shalom. In Roma. Huya say shalom. Huya say shalom. Huya say May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down.
We've reached the part in our service where we read from Torah or learn from Torah. And ordinarily, we would call up our senior class to recite the blessing together. And we are going to do the same thing tonight, though admittedly, it is not quite calling them up per se. And knowing the limits of Zoom, it might not sound quite as wonderful as it would in person. However, our Torah portion teaches us this week the importance of marking time and celebrating holidays. We see a whole list of different holidays, when they fall, and how to celebrate them in Parshat Emor. And one of the things that is striking to me is the emphasis that we still should celebrate them, even when things are difficult, even when we might not feel as compelled to do so. And while we certainly had hoped to gather in person to honor our seniors and invite them up to the bima to recite the Torah blessings together, we're not in person, but we can still honor that, mark that time, and celebrate that milestone together. So Will, Maya, Alexandria, and Lindsay, if you would unmute yourselves, and everyone else, keep yourselves muted, and we will honor our class of 2020 with the Aliyah, the blessings before and after the Torah. And from the class of 2021, Shana Demick will be reading from Torah on this Shabbat.
All right, 3, 2, 1. Baruch et Adonai Hamorah. Baruch Adonai Hamorah Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam Asher Bahar Banu Mikol Ha'amim V'natan Lanu Et Torato Baruch Ata Adonai Noten HaTorah.
Amen.
Ukutzarhem, Ekitsir Artehem, Lo Tehale, Te'at Sadha, Bekutzarha, Veleket, Kitzirha, Lo Tevaket, Le'ani, Vilager, Ta'azov, Otam, Ani, Adonai Elohim. Vayidaber Adonai El Moshe Lemor Daber El Bnei Yisrael Lemor Bahodesh Hashvi Ba'ehad Bahodesh Yehiyeh Lahem Shabbaton Zichron Truah Mikra Kodesh Kol Meleket Avodah Lo Ta'asu Vehikraptem Yishel Adonai.
Okay, 3, 2, 1. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torat emet v'hayei olam nata b'tochenu Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. And one of the best parts of this service is getting to hear from the seniors in their own words. We will not ask them to read their speeches all at one time together, but rather one at a time we will get a chance to hear from them as they reflect on what their time at TBO has meant to them.
I was actually hoping we'd read them all at one and like all together. I thought that would be a fun twist, but Shabbat Shalom, everybody. I hope you are all safe and comfortable in your homes this evening. My name is Maya Rochelle, and I'm a senior in high school this year. It's funny, for the whole year, I was praying for an end to the what are you going to do after high school question, and as it turns out, a global pandemic was the solution. But seriously, my final year of high school was cut short. It is incredibly disappointing to realize that the last time I will ever see some of my friends was just this random Friday that I treated the same as any other day. But as I've been reflecting on all of the people and things that I'm missing, I find myself going back to the same place and the same people over and over and over again. I really miss this congregation. I miss the way my 6th grade students would make fun of how I eat my bagels, and I miss the funny tangents we would go off on in post-confirmation class. I miss the really good conversations I could have with anyone around the synagogue, from my rabbis to the kids I teach on Saturday mornings. The beautiful songs, both in Hebrew and English, and the feeling of being surrounded by so many other people who love being Jewish as much as I do. With all of that said, I don't feel for 1 minute that my love of this place and the people in it has faltered even slightly. That is because Temple Beth Or is a kahila, a really good one, a community. It's incredibly tight-knit. I have been feeling the absence of my community, and I'm willing to bet that all of us have. Our kahila is built on the values of togetherness, of love and trust. This is a place where many of us feel the most comfortable. I know that's always been the case for me. So I want everybody to take a second. Close your eyes, take some deep breaths about this amazing community we have here, and specifically the people in this community that are here for you. From your religious school teachers who are still holding classes, to our leaders who are making sure we get great services every Friday and Saturday, to every member of this congregation who you are remaining connected to and grateful to during this time. I am so grateful to my post-con class for staying fun and connected during this time, and to Rabbi Citron and Hannah for being such amazing leaders. This isn't close to how I thought my senior year would go, but with all of you here with me, I know that I will have this amazing kahila to support me. Lindsay, Will, Alexandria, I'm so glad you guys stuck through this with me. You'll always be my friends, and I'm proud of you all for making it to this point. If any of my students are watching, I know at least one is, thanks for being such amazing kids. You guys are some of the people I miss the most, and I'll be sure to miss you all next year. And my family, I want to thank you guys too. You have pushed me through this entire process from preschool to now, and I'm really grateful to you for it. This whole situation has made the speech feel like this big goodbye, but I could never say goodbye to a place as meaningful to me as this. TBO, thank you for everything. Thank you for being my home since I was in preschool. My love for this kahila is endless, and when I say I'm proud to be Jewish, this place did that. Thank you and Shabbat Shalom.
Okay. When I was younger, my parents gave me a choice. They said I could choose to be Jewish, go to Hebrew school, and become a bat mitzvah, or I could choose to be Christian and start going to church. After carefully weighing my options, I decided that 8 days of presents were better than one, and so I chose Judaism. I remember being nervous to start Hebrew school, worried I was too far behind everyone else to catch up. I walked in, and from there it is all a blur. A montage of memories, of laughters and inside jokes, of friends who have grown up together. But to be honest, I wasn't too sold on Judaism at first. Besides the food and the songs, it seemed a bit boring. Services were just what you had to suffer through while you waited for the oneg. I wish I could say that changed when I became bat mitzvah, but honestly it didn't. I was excited for mine, to become a part of a special Jewish community, to join so many others in proclaiming my Judaism. But afterwards, I didn't feel much different. In fact, it wasn't until the start of junior year that I began to feel connected to the Jewish religion instead of just my Jewish friends and our Jewish fun. When weekly Sunday school ended, I realized I missed going to services. I missed the feeling of being part of a community, the feeling of being connected to something much larger than myself. When I attended a bat mitzvah service later that year, I was shocked. Have they always been this short? I swear these services lasted 10 times longer a few years ago, I thought. And when the Tree of Light shooting happened in October of 2018, I remember feeling comforted I was surrounded by a community of people who felt its impact in the same way I did. Though it took a while for me to feel truly connected to the religious side of Judaism, I have always been connected to the community it brought me. Early on, I learned that Judaism meant laughter and friends and menchies. It meant feeling cool even when we were the furthest thing from it. It meant walking on tables for talent shows and watching wife swap. It meant stale Israeli candy and sometimes moldy challah. It meant sleepovers before Sunday school and horseradish eating contests. It meant dancing and singing and 4th grade, come inside. When I think of Temple Beth Or and Judaism, I think of friendships that will last a lifetime, the kind of friends you can go months without seeing, but when you finally do, it's like no time has passed at all. I think of 10 years of laughing until I couldn't breathe, of slideshows and gonzas and annoying all of our teachers. I think of running around the temple setting up for Ralph D events and writing last-minute speeches. As I move on to the next chapter in my life, I am surprisingly sad to end this one. I will miss the TBO traditions, the songs I am accustomed to hearing, and the faces I am used to seeing. However, I am excited to find a new community of Jewish friends and to foster a new connection with Judaism. At TBO, I learned Judaism is about so much more than a few prayers. It is about a community of people who are all connected, people connected by traditions and the experiences we share. Thank you to everyone who made my experience so magical. Thanks for everything, TBO. I'll miss you.
Temple Beth Or was the first Jewish community I ever knew. I joined the 2nd grade religious school class as a shy, quiet girl who simply waited for the hours of Sunday school to go by. While many Sundays, B'nai Mitzvahs, and memories make up the time between then and now, the community within the walls of this temple has given me much more than I can put into words. This place has become my home, and whether it's our incredible rabbis, Zimmer Lexi, Hannah, my friends, or a random congregant, together you've made me love TBO and never want to leave. While this is all true, there is one group closest to my heart, the most special of all, and that is the teens of Ralph D. 4 years ago, I sat on the ground in the room JK and had the most awkward board meeting of my entire life. While my first Ralph D board meeting was something I can't quite explain, the chapter that was started that day was like no other. From that moment on, I would be more involved in TBO than I ever could have imagined and would come to love it so much more than I ever knew I could. I was there for the days when we had 6 members, and I'm elated every time I'm with this now huge group. Our accomplishments are vast, but the memories that have made up the past 4 years are what I will remember with the largest smile on my face. I will never forget painting a rhino on the wall at our first kickoff event, or me telling Hannah to buy Cosmopolitan ice cream. I won't forget dancing the nights away at Ralph D. Prom or our many hours on the beach together. I won't forget the marathon Alexandria and I ran around Temple to fix our messed up scavenger hunt, or the many goodies we ate in the kitchens. It's no secret that Ralph D has changed my life, but as I reflect on my time, I've come to realize that if I wanted to tell every silly memory or say every thank you, that I would be here forever because this incredible place is so awesome. So instead, I will leave you with the most important thing Ralph D has taught me, and that is to never stop until you find your people. I never saw this temple, along with Ralph D and the people within it, being my people, but I'm happy that they are. For that and much more, I owe the world to Temple Bethor. I have truly had some of the happiest and most impactful moments in my life within those walls, and I would do it all over again if I could. While I'm graduating from high school and moving on very soon, I know that this temple will always be a part of me and that this is not a goodbye, but I will see you as soon as we can be there again and for many years to come.
We have a goat. The goat has a beard, and it has 4 legs, and also a small tail. It has 2 horns to butt with. It has hooves to kick and run away. Yesh lanu taish is a Yiddish phrase meaning we have a goat. These 3 Yiddish words were integral to not only the senior class's favorite line dancing song from our B'nai Mitzvah year, but also to our personal growth and lasting friendships. Now, I know what you're all thinking. Do they have a goat? And yes, the class of 2020 does have a goat. Actually, we have a few. And so let me explain here. The word goat is a bit of modern day slang. It's an acronym. G, greatest. O, of. A, all. T, time. Goat. And so as the class of 2020, our time at TBO can be told through the people who were a part of it. So, without any consultation from my classmates, I would like to tell you about a few of these people. First, there's the goat of British accents, Miss Alana. From way back in preschool, you mark the beginning of our time here. While we were children, spoken about on Passover as the ones too young to ask, you oversaw our debates about if a Googlian was a real number, and always kept the best class pet, a worm with a very fuzzy coat. The goat of survey taking, Miss Allison, who taught us for 2 years in Sunday school, which was a record. And she showed us as little 5th and 6th graders that no task was impossible if you had the right people by your side. The goat of food and dance, Miss Agassi, who showed us how many different ways there are to be Jewish, and who showed us that it's okay to have an opinion and to be passionate about things, and who pushed myself and my classmates to be better Jews and better people. The goat of goat stories is Rabbi Ari, who taught us how to use our voices to lead even though we may have been small. The goat of patience, Rabbi Dinner, who was with us every step up the ladder as we grew through grade school. You took a really rather rowdy, rambunctious, roughly rounded rank of rabble-rousers through a journey of self-discovery in our 10th grade confirmation class. And that took incredible patience. The goat of post-confirmation, Rabbi Citrin, who guided us through our final years at TBO and led many great discussions on our lives to come as Jewish adults. And finally, the goat of, wait, who's in charge here? Hannah Demick, who even though she only recently joined our little line dance through TBO life, has given us love, care, wisdom, and support of a lifelong friend. So one last time to my friends in the class of 2020, I'd like to say, yesh, 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 lanu ta'ish.
Thank you. I hope that the rest of the congregation has gotten to see a glimpse into what makes this class so special. And I'm going to offer a couple of words to you as well. To the class of 2020, this service is another event that gets added to your long list of things during your senior spring that did not go as planned. From final nifty regional events to lacrosse games, prom, or graduation, none of this is what you had in mind. And while someday you might look back as you read about the COVID-19 pandemic in history books, right now, it sucks. And that's okay. I'm not going to take my 500 words, the same number of words I gave you for tonight, to try and make it hurt any less. Because as much as I would like to, I can't. So instead, I want to share some observations that I have made and some lessons that I have learned from you. My first year at TBO was the year that you were each called to Torah as bar or bat mitzvah. It is true, I did not share the bima on that occasion with any of you who are here tonight. However, I have had the opportunity to share the bima with each of you on multiple occasions since then, because none of you disappeared after you celebrated that milestone. In fact, you have modeled for our congregation, for your classmates, for the students that you teach, exactly what it means to embrace Judaism and what it means to live out Judaism, each of you in your own way. As madrichim and as youth group board members, you have shown passion and determination, resilience and patience. In post-con, you have taught me the value of staying in the moment and embracing tangents, even if we never end up coming back to talking about trees. My favorite text in Pirkei Avot, the Ethics of Our Fathers, reads, Da me'ein bata ula'an ata holech. Know from where you come in order to know where you are going. This verse encapsulates this moment in time for the four of you. Here you stand, or sit, at the end of your high school years, looking towards the adventures that lay ahead. And this synagogue, this sacred place, this kahila, this community, is the place from which you have come. And you will take the lessons, the friendships, the appreciation for Judaism and for Jewish life with you as you go forward to what is next. As you enter the new phase of your journey, my prayer is that you will bring the or, the light of this place, with you, and that you will use it to light the way for yourself and for others. To help you with that, we will present each of you through a contactless drop-off on your porch, a present in the form of a battery-operated Chanukia, so that you can celebrate your Jewish self in your new places without burning anything down. So you can expect someone, either Hannah or Megan, to drop off that gift on your porch within the next week. And know that we are always here at TBO welcoming a visit or your presence, whatever that might look like in the coming months and years, because each of you has formed this community and contributed to what it looks like today. Ken Yehi Ratzon, may these words be worthy of coming true. It's a little bit awkward to offer the four of you a blessing when you're not all standing with me or even necessarily in consecutive boxes on my screen. But nonetheless, this blessing, the priestly benediction, is one that you all received from Rabbi Dinner or me when you became on the occasion of your confirmation. You received it from Rabbi Dinner when you celebrated becoming bar bat mitzvah. And my hope is that someday we will also be able to again offer you this blessing on the bima of Temple Beth Or. But for now, we will do it in the safety of our homes, acknowledging that we can bring God's presence wherever we might be, especially with some special individuals such as yourselves. Yivarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha. May God bless you and keep you. Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'yichuneka. May God's light shine upon you and be gracious to you. Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom. May God's presence be with you always. May you find fullness and may you find peace. Ken Yehi Ratzon. May these words be worthy of coming true.
May I be safe. May I be free. May I find space to just be. Can you hear a tone? Can you hear a tone? May I find my way back home. Can you hear a tone? Can you hear a tone? May I find my way back home. We call to mind someone who has been good to us, a teacher, a friend, someone who makes us smile when we think of them. We open up our hearts, we offer them this blessing. May you be safe, may you be free, may you find space to just be. Can you hear a tone? Can you hear a tone? May you find your way back home. Can you hear a tone? Can you hear a tone? May you find your way back home. We call to mind someone who is difficult to us, someone who is a challenge, someone we don't understand. We open up our hearts and try to offer them this blessing. May you be safe, may you be free, may you find space to just be. Can you hear a tone? Can you hear a tone? May you find your way back home. Can you hear a tone? Can you hear a tone? May you find your way back home. We call to mind all that is good here, the love in this community, all the hope in this community, the connection we provide, all the good we can do together. We open up our hearts and we offer one more blessing. May you be safe, may you be free, may you find space Can you hear a song? Can you hear a song? May you find your way back home. Can you hear a song? Can you hear a song? May you find your way back home. Can you hear a song? Can you hear a song? May you find your way back home.
We take a moment to offer others who are in need of a blessing, those who are ill, those who are facing sickness, those who are in need of healing, healing of body, healing of mind, healing of spirit. In particular, we think of these TBO members who are in need of healing this Shabbat. Ann Glatzer, Sue Brim, Betty Cross, Sharon Davis, Dave Griffith, Anita Lederer, Wendy Newby, Candy Paul, Rudy Pariser, Jackie Schlesinger, Craig Schwinger, Laura Stein, Alan Weinberg, David Weinstein, Abel Zalkberg. And if you have names of loved ones you'd like to add, I invite you to speak them aloud in your home or wherever you may be on this Shabbat as we join together and say, Baruch atah Adonai, Rofeh HaCholim. Blessed are you, Adonai, the source of healing. We have one, oh, not quite yet. We turn in our service to page 278 as we recognize we are still in that period of marking time between Passover and Shavuot where we count the Omer. And I will let you know that last night was the 29th day of the Omer, and we will say the number that begins tonight when we get to that place in the blessing. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu al sfirat haomer. Our praise to you, Adonai, sovereign of all, who hallows us with mitzvot, commanding us to count the Omer. Hayom shloshim yom shehem shalosh shavuot v'shtei yamim la'omer. Today is the 30th day, which is 4 weeks and 2 days of the Omer. We turn to the words of Aleinu L'Shabeach on the bottom of page 282. Please rise if you are able.
Aleinu L'Shabeach La'adon HaKol, La'tet Gedula Liotzer Bereshit, Shelo Asanu Kiguye Ha'aratzot, V'lo Samanu Chemishbechot Ha'adama, Shelo Samchochenu Chayem, Vigor Aleinu Chechal Hamonam, Va'anachnu Chorim, Umishtachavim Umodim, Livnei Melech, Malchei Hamlachim, Hakadosh Baruch Hu. V'nemar v'haya Adonai, L'melech al kol ha'aretz, Vayom hahu, Iya Adonai echad, Ushemo echad.
There are stars up above, so far away we only see their light long after the star itself is gone. And so it is with people that we love. Their memories keep shining ever brightly, though their time with us is done. But the stars that light up the darkest night, these are the lights that guide us. As we live our days, these are the ways we remember.
As a congregation this Shabbat, we mourn the recent deaths of Molly Small, Arlene Jervis, Alan Goldman, Barbara Goldman, Perry Zevin, Marlene Axelbred, Bertram Robinson. And we commemorate the yahrzeit, the anniversary of death of Morris Abramson, Henrietta Aronson, Joan Lenore August, Adeline Sylvester Barker, Harriet LeBlanc Cooper, Hyman Fishman, Minnie L. Fleischman, James W. Foley, Jacob Solomon Friedman, Francis M. Friedman, Marion Fried, Sylvia Friedenson, Ethel Friedman, Gabriel Gleiberman, Ben Goldberg, Celia R. Goodman, Joseph Hamilton, Aaron Klein, Abe Klein, Mark Carell, Minnie Lipsius, Robert H. Loeb, Barbara Morosky, Manuel Miller, Erwin Ezzy Moss, Clara M. Oberdorfer, J. Warren Rauscher, Ruth Reese, Ruth Schall, Michael Schur, Joseph Schlosser, Becky Schwartz, Berdina Seligson, Norman Schumann, Marjorie Simon, Herb Titleman, Edward Wolper. And if you are remembering a loved one, I invite you to share their name aloud in the space in which you are worshiping on this Shabbat, as we turn together to the words of Kadisha Tome, the Mourner's Kaddish, page 294. We rise as one community if we are able to support those who are in mourning. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, be'alma divra chirute ve'amlich malchute, b'chayechon u'v'yomechon u'v'chaye dechol beit Yisrael, ba'agala u'v'zman kariv ve'imru amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah mivorach le'olam u'lalmei almaya, Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, v'yithadar v'yitale v'yitalal shmei dekudisha barichu, le'ila min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, da'amiran be'alma v'imru amen. Yehei shlama Rabbah min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael, V'imru, amen. Oseh shalom bimromav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu, v'al kol Yisrael, v'imru, amen. May the source of peace and peace to all who mourn, and comfort to those who are bereaved, as together we say, amen. I'm going to invite Lindsay and Alexandria now to share a couple of thank yous on behalf of the class of 2020.
We would like to thank everyone who brought us here today. There are so many people who have helped us along the way, but there are a few in particular that stand out.
To Rabbi Citron, thank you for all the lessons that you taught us, laughs you shared with us, and the times you believed in us. In all seriousness, we want to thank you for buying lots of food for PostCon. We are a very hungry class and we appreciate it. We respect you and truly think you're the strongest person we know.
To Rabbi Dinner, thank you for being a constant at TBO. You've been with us through Bim and Balm, the B'nai Mitzvah speeches, confirmation, and so much more. Thanks for always being so patient and always being there to listen. When we look back at our TBO careers, we will never forget all that you taught us.
To Zimmer Lexi, thank you for teaching us the dance moves to Pharaoh Pharaoh. Our lives were forever changed that day. You were our favorite part of Sunday school, even though we didn't fully appreciate the awesome songs until we were older. You have the voice of an angel. Please never move away, even though we are.
To Hannah, thank you for being our mentor and go-to. All four of us have been so greatly impacted by you. We honestly don't know where we would be if you had not shown up to TBO just 3 years ago. We can't express how grateful we are to you, but if we could, it might amount to all the random snacks and books in the Ralph D. Room closet. Never forget about us. We love you.
To our teachers, thank you for putting up with our rambunctious class. You taught us so much and we're so grateful for you. Special shout out to Mr. A, Miss Allison, and Miss Nancy. Your cooking and dance lessons will forever be superior. Thank you for teaching us the niche. You made 7th grade epic.
To our parents, thank you for waking up every Sunday morning and driving us to TVO. If it wasn't for you, we would not be standing here today with the best years behind us and amazing friends by our side. We are so glad you forced us to go to Sunday school and let us stay at Bat Mitzvahs until after 11.
Thank you to everyone who's been a part of our TBO experiences. We will miss you all dearly. And on behalf of the senior class, peace out.
And we thank you and of course hope that you will continue to come and grace us with your presence anytime that you are visiting and you are in town. We turn to our closing song, Kehila Kadosha, in recognition of the sacred community that we have built, that we all share, that we all contribute to.
You are a town, then we're Nitzavim. We stand here today and remember the dream. If you are a town, then we're Nitzavim. We stand here today and remember the dream. Kehila, Kedosha, Kehila, Kedosha, Kehila, Kedosha, Kehila, Kedosha, Each one of us must play a part. Each one of us must heed the call. Each one of us must seek the truth. Each one of us is a part of it all. Each one of us must remember the pain. Each one of us must find the joy. Each one of us, each one of us. Kehila, Kedosha, Kehila, Kedosha, Kehila, Kedosha, Kehila, Kedosha, Each one of us must start to hear. Each one of us must sing a song. Each one of us must do the work. Each one of us must right the wrong. Each one of us must build a home. Each one of us must find the hope. Each one of us, each one of us. Kehila, Kedosha, Kehila, Kedosha, Kehila, Kedosha, Kehila, Kedosha.
Eloheinu v'Elohei avotenu v'imotenu, Adonai, God of our parents, God of our mothers and fathers, we thank you for the opportunity to join together in worship, to be led by the wonderful teens of our congregation. May we find joy, may we find light, may we find happiness and fullness in their presence, in what they teach us, and in what we can bring as one Kehila Kedosha together. Shabbat Shalom.
Shalom, everyone.
Shalom, y'all.
Shalom.
Shalom, Sue and Susan.
Jared?
We love you, Nancy.
Here is Maya. Lexi and Rabbi. Full service.
Everyone.
Good to see everybody. Shabbat shalom, guys.
to see everybody. It's so live. I love it.
Hi, Michael.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
Maya. Rachel, Myra.
Each other.
Go this way, Dad.
Shabbat shalom, Mark.
Yeah.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
Other Susan. Shabbat shalom.
No, guys, we're waiting for a minute.
Shabbat shalom.
No kidding. Like for you kids.
Tina.
Wonderful service.
Everybody.
Can you hear us, Maya?
Very nice.
I don't want to risk it. This way? This way?
Shabbat shalom, everybody.
There's more. There you go.
A little noisy, huh?
Tina.
Okay.
Elizabeth.
I'm out. Shabbat shalom, everyone. Have a great weekend.
Cheers.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom. Have a good week.
Okay, I'm leaving. Goodbye. I left.
Shabbat shalom, Hannah.
Shabbat shalom.
Oh, it's nice.
Tehillah.
Oh, Irish.
There you go. Hi, Sue. I'm just pushing the buttons at the bottom of the page, trying to figure out names.
Oh, didn't know you did that.
What determines whom I see? You see me
What
when I talk?
do I see?
I don't know.
You all are welcome to hang out for a few minutes and then I'll end the call if you want.
Thanks.
No, Hannah, we want to go on all night.
Nice one. Well done.
Shabbat shalom, everybody. Good
Okay.
night.
Shalom. Good night.
Susan. Bye, Mac.
Bye, Mike.
No, what happened was
Shabbat shalom.
I went to
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom. Where's the oneg?
Bring your own oneg. That's a BYOO. All right. Have a good night, everybody.
Yeah, Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
See you tomorrow.
Okay. See you tomorrow morning for Shabbat.
Yes.